Hey everybody, what's going on? We're back recording in the dungeon again. You got episode... Yeah, we're going to say 17. We know it's less than 20, but more than 15, so 17 seeds.
We have some extreme people difficulties tonight.
Yes. We've overcome many obstacles to try to bring this lovely episode to your listening pleasures, if you will.
You would think she'd be more understanding because it's been such a long time since our last one.
You know what I mean?
It's like a reunion episode.
Right, and it's only like this because you've been very DB about this whole thing.
You went to the Bruins game the last 8 Thursdays.
One out of 3, I believe.
Below me. No, I don't think so. I think it's more than that. At
It
least
might
2
be
out
more
of 3.
Yeah, but then one of them, I don't know, whatever it is, we're back on
Then
the...
we weren't friends one week and then...
Well, no, but that's because, again, you were huge DB. Much has happened.
That's up for debate.
Much has happened.
You have a lot of blue cheese.
We have a ton of blue cheese. No wings. Nothing else to pour the blue
Why would
cheese
you have
on.
it then?
Well, this past weekend, I had a little shindig at my house for WrestleMania.
Thanks for the invite, by the way.
And we had, you had an open invite, you know this.
I did not know.
It's like kind of like me with your Cape House. I supposedly have an open invite. But when I try to go, you told me no.
Because you texted me an hour before you planned to leave telling me to come down.
Nonetheless, you should be prepared. But one of our lovely guests made 8 pounds of wings.
Who did that?
That would be this one lady known as Zibby.
Oh, shit.
Who made 8 pounds of wings.
8 pounds of wings is a lot.
8 pounds of wings is a lot. And they were delightful.
Oh, my goodness.
They were delightful. But like I said, lots has happened. Baseball season has begun.
Has it begun for the Red Sox?
No, well, officially not for them. And then we have basketball and hockey playoffs starting up. So we're going to touch a little bit on everything.
Be a cornucopia of sports.
It will be a plethora of things that you see on ESPN. We're going to start out with the Red Sox, who have just been atrocious.
Oh, my God.
They're 0-6 as of this recording.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow they play the Yankees, so we're going to say they're 0-7 with
Especially
Lackey
with
pitching.
Lackey pitching, absolutely.
Right. Lackey is terrible. He's probably, aside, I don't know, him and Daisuke, I'd love for them to lock each other in a room and just one of them dies, one of them comes out. You know what I mean? Like, that way, you lose one.
Daisuke pitched kind of decent yesterday.
Stop it. After $104 million, he should pitch.
Reyes is what fucked up that
He's
game.
a fat man.
What happened to him? Wasn't he like? Didn't he eat the original Danny Reyes?
Dude, the only thing that I
huge.
like about him is like if a ball gets hit to him, it might get stuck in his jelly, which would be awesome. He's a big boy.
He kind of reminds me of Rich Garces. You remember him?
Dude, he reminds me of Rod Beck.
El Guapo.
If Rod Beck ate David Wells.
Oh my God.
That's what he looks like. He's a huge man.
Is Rod Beck
Huge
dead?
dude. Rod Beck is dead. So
Sorry.
I just poked fun of the dead guy.
Sorry.
I need help.
Wasn't that important. Red Sox.
Yeah, he really wasn't.
Athlete.
He had a mean mullet, though.
Had,
Probably second best mullet to Randy Johnson, prime mullet stage.
that is true. You can't really mess with
Randy Johnson towards the edge tried to get like a fashionable mullet. There's no such thing.
no such thing at all.
Right? It's just...
He's also like 78 trying
dude,
to rock the mullet.
and he's still making commercials. You see the one where he's doing something. It's for like Just for Men, the gray stuff.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, you don't want to.
The one with the that car insurance thing?
That might be the one I'm thinking about, actually.
When he like throws the ball. Like, do you want to have a snowball fight with
Yeah,
Randy
that's
Johnson?
actually the one. Never mind. The Just for Men is Emmett Smith. They look similar.
Sure they do, Pamela.
So, Red Sox, they spent a mess load of money, $142 million on Crawford. They have Gonzalez this season. They're totally going to work out an extension.
Yep.
That's in the works. Probably another 6-7 years to him. Lackey's on the books for the next couple of years. Daisuke, thank the baby Jesus, comes off the books this year.
As is JD Drew, thank God.
As just JD Drew. Beckett got a 5-year extension in the
I
offseason.
believe so. It wasn't even the offseason. It was like
End of last
after
year.
his first start last year when he got blown up by the Yankees.
And so, I mean, this is a lot of these guys are going to be the core group for the next 5, 6, 7 years. Pedroia and Youkilis aren't going anywhere. I don't like what we're doing with the whole Crawford thing. You and I kind of touched on it the other day online. You can't have him just keep jumping around to different spots.
Yeah.
He's never been a 7 hitter, and why would you even have him at 7? You know what I mean?
Doesn't make any sense.
You
really.
have Saltalamacchia,
I
Drew.
hate how Saltamatia catches the ball. He has like one leg out, like he's fucking sliding.
Dude,
the whole
I
plate.
just hate his black pads.
He annoys me.
There's nothing I like about him. And I hate
Don't say
Varitek.
that.
I can't.
No one manages a ball game better than Jason Varitek.
Who the hell wears a C on their freaking baseball
The
jersey?
captain. That's who wears a C.
No other captain
The
does.
captain.
That's like in basketball, Chris Paul wearing the C. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Doesn't Paul Pierce wear the C?
No, Paul Pierce is the man and doesn't need to wear the C because everybody knows he's the captain. Captaincy on the sweater is a hockey thing. That's why you don't see it in other sports.
Hockey.
You don't care about hockey. Well, that kind of just proves what
As
you
of
just said.
95% of America doesn't care
Those
about
other
hockey.
5% are geniuses, dude.
Yeah.
But they're 0-6 as of today. They have the Yankees coming up, 3 games at home. Red Sox haven't. They're like 10 out of their last 12 home openers.
Mm-hmm.
They've done very well at home. But right now the Yankees are kind of rolling. For some strange reason, Baltimore is rolling.
Baltimore always starts quickly, though. I've
Dude, they're
noticed
like
this.
6-1.
Yeah, but even with the past years, they're always good in April. And everyone's like, oh my god, Baltimore's finally out. And they realize that they're Baltimore. And
That's
they suck
true.
ass for the rest of the year.
The Rays are 0-6, but Rays have Longoria out for the month. They lost Pena. They lost Crawford.
They lost Garza.
Garza's gone.
Half their bullpen.
Everybody.
They're just a...
It's like Joe Madden's their most popular, like Ray, and
Can I
he's the
say I
manager.
hate Joe Madden?
Can I say I love Joe Madden?
I hate his glasses, dude. My gum is
His glasses are probably my favorite thing about him.
You're
Dude, he's just so cool. And he sits there interviews.
cool the word we're going to go with this?
He is trendy.
Would you say he's a silver fox? Like, would you date him if he approached you?
If I was a chick?
If you were a dude?
If I was a dude...
Which makes this hypothetical funny.
If I was a dude, probably not.
If you were a dude.
Well, you know what I mean. But if I was a chick in like my mid-30s, and I know this guy's got money, and he's the manager of a baseball team, and he's trendy, if you will, I don't see why not. At least a solid sugar daddy. Why not? You know what I mean?
Oh, God, you're ridiculous.
But, Monops, what is up with the Sox? What's going on? Is it the bullpen? Is it the... Bard got the loss again today. I don't know if you saw that. He's 0-2 with an ERA of 18.66.
Jesus Christ, that's not going to
So, I mean, it's very rough right now.
Well, what we can take from this game is that John Lester pitched awesome.
He pitched great today.
I believe he had 9 strikeouts, if I recall, last time.
99 out of 100 times he pitches like that, he gets the win.
Yeah. So basically what happened today was our bats decided not to come.
Which has happened more than once.
Yes, that is true. I think we've scored like 16 runs in like 7 games.
In
or
6 games, yeah,
7
no.
games or
It's just
something.
crazy.
Part of the problem, I think, is everyone and their mother picked us to win the World Series. If not win, go to the World Series.
Yeah.
Represent the AL East.
It's supposed to be Red Sox Phillies. Like,
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. Every
Everybody
expert.
expert.
It's basically kind of let's just pick the 2 best teams on paper and say they're going to go. But I think that's part of the reason. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on them because now they're like, we didn't make the playoffs last year. We have all these new people we need to win. We're going to win, blah, blah, blah. I think that's a big part of it. I mean, Alex Gonzalez is playing really well. I think he's the only player that's over 300.
Only player.
I don't know about now because
hit his
he won
first
like
jack
over
yesterday.
4 today, I think.
Yeah.
But,
They only had 2 hits today. J.D. Drew and Ellsbury were the only 2 hits.
And that's sad. But I think, lack of chemistry a little bit. But once the bats wake up, I think we're going to be okay. It's a 162-game season, so that's what I'm trying to keep in my head.
Positive, of course, of course.
It's not like football.
Of course. One of the things that I don't know if you agree with me, because you just brought up chemistry. Is chemistry a big thing? Because out of the 4 major sports, I feel like chemistry is the least important in baseball. You're at the plate, you're swinging, whether you're wearing a Red Sox jersey, a Padres jersey, a Japanese Spinners jersey, I don't know, whatever it is. I don't know the team. But, like, I feel like, and then if the ball gets hit to you, you catch it, you turn double play. I feel like baseball has the least amount of chemistry needed. The only chemistry I think you need is between a pitcher and a catcher.
That's what I was just going to say. That's how I was going to throw my interjection in. I think Saltamaki is just not on page with the pitchers yet.
It's funny because today,
He did really well. But
I thought Varitek played today.
Saltamaki did.
Are you sure?
Vertek played yesterday.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
I'm surprised. Who pitched yesterday? Dice right? I'm surprised Beckett didn't play with Veritek.
That's what I was saying, because Beckett's always made a
Very
huge
surprised.
fuss out of, like, I remember last year even when Victor was on the team,
Yeah.
Beckett would still,
Veritek was his catcher.
mainly pitch to Varitek. They'd suffer in the offense, but Beckett would,
Yeah.
he trusts Veritek, and I was listening to the Sports Hub, which is the coolest radio station ever.
It is pretty awesome.
And they were saying how like Beckett shook off Saltalamacchia so many times the other night, just like constantly shook him off.
You can't have that.
No, you can't.
Forward.
But like Beckett would shake off Veritek maybe once an outing, like maybe once. Crawford needs to step up big time. There's no way with his speed that he should only have 2 hits this whole season.
100% agree with you.
Or 3 hits. Yeah, 3 hits the whole season. That's impossible with his speed. You got a dribbler to third. He needs a single on that. The fact that he does not have a stolen base, absurd.
Yeah. They're the 2 fastest people in baseball.
Right? They're saying that they don't know what to do exactly with the whole lineup. Leave it the same for a week.
Yeah.
You go Ellsbury, Crawford. I know they're saying Pedroia is like a classic number 2, but that means you can't put Crawford 3, can't put him 4, sure as hell can't put him 5.
I agree.
Maybe 6, but doubtful because you're going to want Ortiz at 6, and then what? Crawford, you're going to pay a guy $142 million and stick him at 7.
7, I know. I think with Pedroia, I think he's got the mechanics to hit anywhere.
Yeah.
He's just that kind of player. Like when he was leading off last year, he did awesome. Like wherever you put him, I feel like he's gonna do good. Like he started off a little slow this year, but he's someone that he's gonna pick it up. But I agree with you. You need to have imagine Crawford and Ellsbury, the top 2 batters, just going forward. That's a sick. If both of them go on base at the same time, are you kidding me?
All you would need, like in a perfect world, Ellsbury leads off, single, walk, whatever, on first. Steal second. Pedroia, single. Ellsbury might score, if not go to third. Then you have runners on first and third, no outs. You can get that going consistently with Gonzo, Uke, Pedroia coming up. Man, it's going to be an offensive juggernaut. It's going to be sweet.
Really scary.
But right now, it's painful to watch. Like, I mean, the Indians are a bad team.
Oh, they're horrible.
Their home games have like 6,000 people in it.
They said yesterday, I believe there was like 7,000 and change watching.
And 2 of them were dudes making out.
Oh my god, that's so awful.
Which is weird.
We won't get into that, though. That's not what our show's about.
But it could be. But where do you see them go? Like I said, the Yankees coming in, then they have another 3 games against the Rays, and then the Blue Jays come into town for 3. Blue Jays have kind of given them a little bit of a headache over the last couple of years. Then they also have the Athletics for 2 on the road, Angels for 4, and then they go to Baltimore for 3, and then wrap up the month at home with Seattle. 6 games down, they have, quick math, 4, 6, 10, 15. This is huge quick. They have 21 games left this month. What do they finish? What's their record? 0-6 now.
0-6. I think they're going to start picking up this series. I would not be surprised, even though Lacky's pitching, if they win tomorrow. I just can't see them going 0-7. And they played the Yankees pretty well. We're finally going to be in Boston, which I think is going to be huge. I think Crawford and Gonzalez is going to murder that big green monster thing in left field. And I think we're going to finish. So there's 21 games left.
So 27 total in the month. 0-6 now.
I'm going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if we had like 16, 17 wins by that.
Really?
Yeah, I think we're going to pick it up, dude. Once we get hot,
that's a huge run that they're going to go
once the bats start going, we're going to sweep Oakland.
So you think they're going to go 17-10 for the month when they're already at 0-4? So that means they're going to go 17-4 the rest of the way in your book.
Oh, is that what that means?
Oh.
We'll say 13.
So
I didn't do the math.
13-14 for the month?
I can see that, yeah.
Okay. I'm a little bit more unoptimistic.
Yeah.
I know there's a word for that, but you can't think
sure
of
it's
it.
unoptimistic.
Is it really?
I don't know. Pessimistic, maybe? Is that the word?
That's the one.
I'm not good with vocabulary.
I think that they're going to go 11-16 this month.
Okay.
I think it's 0-6 now, which pretty much puts them at 500 for the rest of the month. 11-10. So they have a winning record for the rest of the month. 11-10. Next month they really got to pick it up. They cannot start hitting June like a couple games under. They can't do that. The Yankees did that a couple years ago and still ended up making the playoffs. It doesn't happen too often.
Yeah, it's rough.
Pitching's got to come together. If you could pick the one most important player to their success the rest of this season, who is it?
It's tough. We're in a spot, huh?
Huge spot.
I'm going to say Josh Beckett.
Beckett?
I feel like you
biggest
need
player.
him to be legit. You
Yeah.
can't have Beckett of last year if you're going to go forward. You know, you need to.
I'm with you.
Especially, I mean, it's not he's 4, but you need a solid 4.
He can pick himself out. Mine is Gonzo, because I think he's that huge presence of what Ortiz and Manny was in the past, and that's what we're missing right now. So hopefully he can bring that up. We'll be right back with part 2.